Hello and welcome to the Corner Flag. We are coming to you on a Friday. We are coming to you after roughly about 8 months because lots has been happening in our lives and lots, I'm sure, has been happening in your lives as well. But we are back. We are back for the new season. Joining me today is Ronaq and also joining me is Nathan. We have no idea where Mukesh is. He might join us, he might not. We never know. But good to be back, huh, boys?
Fucking good to be back.
बहुत बहुत एक्साइटमेंट था तेरे आवाज में रौनक बहुत बहुत ऐसा मस्त ऐसा इंट्रो दिया मैंने और तू एकदम फक कर दिया उसको
10 p.m. streams. I'm just looking forward to the bloody Premier League starting here. I can't wait.
bro these late night situations are going to be there this season for you and me as Man United fans.
मैं अभी तक वर्ल्ड कप से मेरा टाइम शेड्यूल बराबर नहीं हुआ है.
Nathan तूने भी you also saw a lot of the World Cup. Nathan, I think तेरा mic वापस से switch हो गया है, तो you might need to just see your mic and see if you want to switch it to a lovely USB podcast mic that you have spent your hard-earned money on. तो इतना तूने जो खर्चा किया है उसका थोड़ा वसूली हो जाए ये बस गुंजाइश हमारे तरफ से. नेथन बोल रहा है कि यार मेरे को तो बोला था ये इंग्लिश पॉडकास्ट है, ये क्या हो गया? This is fucked. But yes, while Nathan sorts out his mic, it's okay, man. Technical issues happen. It's all good. This is all a part and parcel of the Corner Flag experience. But yes, what's been going on with your lives, guys? Where have you been for the last 8 months? What have you done? Let's hear about that before we get into the 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 charcha for today. Ronak, क्या चल रहा है तेरे life में?
Honestly, just the same old, yeah. Just following my sports, working, chilling. That's pretty much life, man. Not nearly as interesting as your past 8 months have been. I'm
अरे
sure of that.
yeah, the past 8 months have been fucking ridiculous. It's been a roller coaster, but it's come to a point where now I think I can manage life in a way where I can make some time to do this shit, and it can go from there. So that's very good. Nathan is still having issues, so he's dropped off, but he will join back at some point. I don't know if we'll have time to then talk about what has happened in his 8 months. अपना run order का time वो निकाल देते हैं. Speaking of which, we don't have a run order for this one, guys. We are back after 8 months and we've decided, fuck it, let's just go with a topic. No run order, no research, nothing. That is the
That's
whole
how we
point.
do it.
That's the whole point of the Corner Flag, where we just get together and do bakchodi. Apparently, people will think that we are experts, but we are not. We are not claiming to be experts. We will do dumb shit, and hopefully, people will like it, and hopefully, somewhere along the way, we will make some sense. क्योंकि वो बोलते हैं ना, every broken clock is also right twice a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or there is the other favorite saying of mine: if you give a monkey an unlimited number of years and a keyboard in front of him, he will eventually write the words of Shakespeare. We are the monkeys in this situation. The corner flag is the keyboard.
Nice.
But yes, it looks like Nathan is back. Nathan, are you back?
Am I though? Yes, I guess. Yes, I'm back. Now I'm back.
Okay. So we were saying, what is your previous work experience in in this field? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Probably doing a better job than Slot.
अरे अभी कितना हो गया यार, अभी स्लॉट का रंडी रोना हो गया, अभी निकल गया वो. Now you've got Andoni Iraola. You know,
Andoni, what a good manager. Huh? Like I like this guy.
देखा तू
Let him
प्रीसीजन
manage one game
हाँ
at a time.
exactly.
I watched couple of preseason. Yeah, I watched like a little bit इधर-उधर and highlights देखा मैंने. But
Slot ने भी पहले सीजन में टाइटल जिताया था भाई.
हाँ exactly.
you know, it'd be damn funny. It'd be damn funny. I mean, it's not gonna happen, but Iraola comes in, he's already wins the league in his first season, and the next season just fucking shits the bed again.
ये लिवरपूल वालों का इनके ख्याल भी अलग लेवल के होता है ना. रौनक लाइक न्यू मैनेजर कम्स इन, इमेजिन ही विंस द लीग in his
And
first
then
season.
shits the next season. Like it's
Yeah, but this has been a pattern since Klopp, by the way. You know, like
There's been
won the
only
league
one
in
manager since
2020.
Klopp, dude. What one
No,
manager does not
when
make a pattern.
Klopp won in 2020, the next season they finished fourth. Then the following season they could have gone for the quadruple. The next season again they like finished fifth, then third, and then yeah, it's been like so. Basically, every time Liverpool win a trophy, next season they'll collapse. That's
So
so
wait,
if they
so
win a
so
trophy this season, next season I'm
So
not
I
gonna
guess you
watch.
guys are safe right now.
nah, yeah, you guys are safe right now because then according to this pattern, then Iraola is supposed to win the league.
Ooh, Carabao also Carabao no FA Cup chalo.
अच्छा, so you're now considering every trophy as चलेगा, success मिल
Yeah,
गया
yeah.
अपने को.
At this point.
You know what are my hopes with this season as a United fan? Obviously, like Champions League तो वापस resecure करना ही चाहिए. That is priority number one. Second is I just want more number of games. पिछले
Yeah.
साल 40 गेम थे. I just want some more games. थोड़ा कप रन जाए, थोड़ा ये Champions League में आए matches, थोड़ा like just more number of
Yeah, dude.
games.
अरे यार,
40 wins na last season.
We had 38
the-
Premier League games.
and
First round
it-
EFL exit, first round FA Cup exit.
we played
And
the
that's
minimum
the season done.
minimum number of games, dude. Like that is next level stuff. Uh, I feel like ये भी इनियोस का ही चाल रहेगा. Cost cutting. Guys, how can we spend the least amount of money in a season? What are the biggest expenses? See, up if you take Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford out, हाँ चल निकाल दिया. अगला क्या है? Sir, match day. अच्छा, तो कम matches कैसे खेले? निकाल जाओ. Can we get out of the Premier League? No, sir. Premier League 38 games you have to play. There is no way. There is no way out of that shit. Okay.
There is some good news though. Grimsby
Bola.
guys, Grimsby are already out of the Carabao Cup
Ooh.
Thank
or
God.
FA Cup. One of these, man.
United's biggest rivals.
Grimsby, bro.
It's always a grudge match with them.
Meanwhile,
But,
Accrington Stanley is still there, so I'm also worried now.
Dude, but okay, let's stop with the Liverpool and the United chat. उसका तो पूरा season है अपने को उसका time pass करने के लिए. Of course, today we are previewing the Community Shield, which is a gigantic silver plate that is given to either the FA Cup winners or the Premier League champions. And this Community Shield this year, of course, is happening on Sunday, which is the 16th of August. And it is Arsenal, the Premier League champions. Ugh, I vomit in my mouth every time I have to say that. I think that was the reason why we stopped doing this podcast for 8 months.
I think we all noticed.
All of us were like, "ये हमसे ना
No,
हो
we
पाएगा
can't.
भाई." But
Liverpool was still bearable, but
yeah, as a Liverpool fan, you can't say that. As a Liverpool fan, you can't say that.
but what would you rather see? Liverpool win the league or Arsenal? Answer is none. But if you had to pick one,
Neither.
I would rather say nuclear apocalypse.
Zombie
Yeah.
uprising.
Yes.
Anything.
Yes. But yeah, so it is Arsenal as the Premier League winners versus Man City as the FA Cup winners. It is a battle of wits between Mikel Arteta and Enzo Maresca now, or as I like to call this season's Community Shield, the battle between Pep Guardiola's left testicle and right testicle. Because दोनों सीखे हैं Pep के, इससे. तो
yeah,
the narrative is already building up, Ronaq.
It is, and it's going to be interesting. I mean, there's so many caveats to this. Arsenal coming off of the Premier League title, obviously, Man City getting, it's a complete shift. For 10 years, City have had Pep Guardiola at the helm, and they were more or less secure. They knew what was what, and everyone knew this is business. But now, what kind of a City turns up? Is Maresca going to be able to get the best out of these players? Where does he, potentially play these players? And what position someone like Semenyo is going to take? Because I remember interestingly, like when Semenyo just transferred to City, he was playing very up high, almost as a second striker alongside Haaland, and he got a lot of FPL returns also. And then somewhere along the, towards the end of the season, Guardiola pushed him out wide, and then of course his goals and assists kind of dried up. So it's these kind of players that will kind of make Maresca's time what it'll be. So it'll be interesting to see how he uses the squad, because he obviously has a brilliant freaking squad, and they're just even going after Enzo Fernandez now, after having signed Elliot Anderson for 117, 120 million.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it's ridiculous. City just have no caps, nothing.
So I'll tell you what, like that is that I get where you're coming from, but I think this is a great time to introduce the concept of the Friday streams that we want to do. So basically, for regular Corner Flag listeners, you know that we stream on Mondays, which will continue. We will be back on Monday and subsequent Mondays as well, but we will also be coming to you on Fridays to preview the games that are coming. पर हम preview थोड़ा अलग करेंगे, where we are going to just do the hottest of hot takes, like the worst opinions ever, the most rage baity, hopefully, opinions we are going to put across. And I think for this one, I will start with my opinion. I feel this season Manchester City are not going to qualify for the Champions League. नहीं होगा उनसे.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I do
even
not
have a
think
feeling.
I don't think it's going to do, and I'll tell you why. Like you might say that is not true, that is bullshit. तू क्या फूक रहा है? ये सब सवाल आएंगे मेरे पे. But just substituting one takla for another does not make a great team make. Uh, Not to say that I don't rate Maresca as a manager. I think he was brilliant for the 5 hours that he was Chelsea manager. But
Yeah.
he is a very combustible figure. He is very, very volatile, much like an Antonio Conte type of figure. Uh, and he is succeeding one of the greatest managers of the recent Premier League era. Right? Without a doubt, Pep Guardiola has transformed Manchester City. It is his club. He's made it his club. For a Maresca to come in, and I understand the succession planning. Maresca has been assistant to Guardiola in the past. He knows he's worked at Man City in the past in an assistant capacity. वो सब सही है. But these are extremely big shoes to fill, and I will be very surprised if that transition is seamless. And I feel like with the changes that are happening in City's squad, with Rodri going out, Bernardo Silva is gone. Of course, it's not like Bernardo Silva was, any getting any younger or anything. But John Stones is gone, Silva is gone, and the key part is that Rodri is as good as gone to Barcelona. Those are key players, and not just for their footballing ability, but for their presence in the dressing room. These are key players that are now going out. So I don't think it's going to happen for them. It's going to be a trial and error season for them this season.
one alternative take to yours can be, this is a similar situation of like Slot in Liverpool. Klopp had just missed out on the league. The team was set. It was good to go. And then Slot kind of came in. He bought a couple of players. He bought Alexander Isak for whatever, although he didn't play too much.
Hmm.
Um, uh, but yeah, but then Slot ended up winning the league. So could something like that happen with Maresca at City, where he has the team set? They just missed out on the league last year. It was theirs to kind of topple over, and then they kind of gave it back to Arsenal after losing a couple of games. I think drawing or losing against Bournemouth, which was kind of the turn of the tide. And so could something like that happen? But on the flip side, also agree that key players have gone
Yeah.
from City, which is Rodri and Bernardo Silva. And while I agree, Bernardo Silva was not getting younger, but he was a crucial
Class player.
cog.
Yeah, dude.
He
Class player.
was ridiculously good. He
Just
would
too
he
good.
would make that team tick.
Yeah.
And he is the player who has the most appearances for Pep Guardiola in a Manchester City shirt. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
No,
it's
so
symbolic that both kind
see,
of leave together.
see, when you say that, could it be a slot type situation? Na, I don't think uh, it will. And
Nah, no chance.
I've just thought of another hot take as a reason
Oh,
as to why.
okay.
Right?
Here we go.
Maybe United fans will hate me for this. Maybe Liverpool fans will love me for this. But I feel like Liverpool has, as a club, a lot more culture and history than Manchester City as a club, and that's just a fact. That is
Yeah.
just a fact, right?
Wow.
I feel like when Klopp narrowly missed out on the league and then said he was leaving, there was some sort of a fire that was ignited in those players, right? And I feel like that is something that dragged Liverpool across the finish line. Any manager could have done it. And again, like, okay, maybe not any manager, maybe David Moyes would not have done it, but like any decent manager with a tactical setup which is kind of coherent, I think would have done what Slot did. Because it's not like Slot changed too much. वो आके बस बोला कि तुम लोग को पता है कैसे खेलने का है, मैं कुछ नहीं करने वाला, तुम जाके खेलो, थोड़ा बस इधर से दो बिलान कम कर दो सर. Like it was just that, right? Like he wasn't doing anything revolutionary over there. And like you said, Ronak Isak को लाया पर ज्यादा खेला नहीं, वो injured था. And
Injured
again, his transfer saga was a completely different fucking circus altogether. We'll not get into that. I feel like with City, they were so robotic and used to winning under Guardiola that now that filter has been taken off.
culture.
Like those rose tinted glasses are gone now. Now these bunch
They're
of winners, are going to look at Enzo Maresca and be like, okay, तूने लेस्टर को प्रमोट किया एक सीजन में, cool, फिर क्या हुआ? How the fuck do we respect you? When Guardiola came to Man City, he came as a serial winner with Barcelona, with Bayern Munich. You know, what has Enzo Maresca realistically done, apart from, like I said a little while earlier, be Guardiola's right testicle?
Right. No, and it's interesting that you kind of mentioned this because it is something similar that David Moyes faced when he went
Yeah.
to succeed Sir Alex Ferguson, because he, I think it was one of Rio Ferdinand's interviews or something,
Yeah,
or maybe Patrice
yeah.
Evra's interviews, where they said that Moyes came in and he wasn't equipped for the job. So he just said, see, you guys are winners. You've already won the Premier League just now. So just kind of keep on keeping on, And
Yeah.
that is where he kind of lost the dressing room, because you
Yeah.
can't expect the players to take the lead
Yeah.
on the team.
Yeah.
So you have to be in charge, and you have to
Yeah.
kind of imprint a little bit on the team and at least make the players trust you and respect you. So I mean, I can see that Maresca will have a bit of an uphill battle there. Succeeding Guardiola is no easy task for any
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
So I get that.
I'm going to be very interested. Like it'll be very, very interesting to see how Man City fare this season across all competitions that they're in. I don't think they're going to have a great time in the first season. If Enzo Maresca manages to still keep a hold of the dressing room and build something from there, where there's signs of something coherent happening, because see, again, you can lose a bunch of games just purely because of bad luck also. वो भी हो सकता है. And you can lose a string of games without the dressing room losing faith in the manager. वो भी हो सकता है if the manager is good enough. If Maresca managed to do that, yes, in maybe the next year or the year after next, he can really build something and build City back to the top of the Premier League where they currently sit. Even though Arsenal are champions, we still believe that City are. Unfortunately, I vomit every time I say these lines. There's no winning here, but I don't think in his first season as City manager, and yes, the preseason has been fairly good, but like we discussed at the start, preseason rarely means anything. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So Sunday's fixture is going to be quite the perfect curtain raiser, I feel, because Arsenal are going to want to retain their title. They haven't retained their title ever. Arsenal are a team that have not retained the Premier League title ever, right? So they will want to get that monkey off their back and immortalize this squad by doing that. And yeah, like they've made some good signings as well, but
They've made some fantastic signings.
Dude, this guy, man, Bruno. Oof.
yeah. But wait, sorry. Before we get into Arsenal signing, let's talk about the City signing. We are talking about City, so let's talk about the City signings as well. Elliot Anderson, of course, being the marquee signing. What do you guys think about Mr. Anderson?
Dude, I completely forgot about that transfer. I'm like, oh shit.
अरे
really what?
125 million का British World Record transfer.
Yeah, this is how detached I have been.
नेथन लोग चप्पल मारेंगे हम लोग को यार, ये कैसे लोगों को लाते हो तुम लोग पॉडकास्ट पे बोल रहे हो कि आप एक्सपर्ट हो एंड ऑल.
Like, I seen this like it just slipped from my mind. Like wow. And then I'm like, Hari, हाँ, Elliot Anderson भी आया था.
But
But I
you know
think
what,
it'll be a
Elliot
great
Anderson.
addition to.
But that's the thing, right? Elliot Anderson is. I agree with you because Elliot Anderson is that type of player only. वो इतना unassuming player है. Like he will walk down the street in front of you and you won't even realize कि हाँ ये फुटबॉल खेलता है. वो भी मैन सिटी के लिए. You won't बोले हाँ ठीक है कोई तो है गोरा. He is such a regular looking guy. Like like in India his name would be Suresh. Like there's nothing. Like he's not like a Karthik. He's a Suresh. Like he's a CA. He's not a celebrity.
Yeah.
No, but City, I mean, I feel Elliot Anderson is a great signing for City. Because, I mean, I would honestly think about it more of like how Pep would have liked his box to box midfielder to be. He's fluid on the ball. He is robust going into tackles. He's fairly physical. He's not very, very tall or something, but he knows how to tackle. And I think he can link the defense and the attack very well. He has that one forward pass in him, and he has that one long ball across or whatever in him. So I think he's a good signing. And
देखो ये analysis बहुत astute है. But I would like to remind everyone that people said the same thing about Calvin Phillips. And then, but I feel like and this is sour grapes maybe because United were also in for Elliot Anderson. But I feel like the Calvin Phillips curse might come back to bite them. And you can call it the Jack Grealish curse, you can call it the James Trafford curse. Basically, any young English player that comes in for a lot of money does nothing at Man City, right? so let's see what ends up
let's
happening.
keep the train going then.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a fantastic player, right? Like he was absolute class for Nottingham Forest last season. He was absolute class for England at the World Cup. Like just such a composed, no nonsense midfield player, right? Like just a treat to watch. And for younger viewers of football, like even when we were kids, we used to love watching the wingers, doing the step overs and fucking flicks and all. But there is something so beautifully poetic about a proper midfielder who does the job. Ball लेता है, उधर देखता है, pass करता है. Like just keeps the fucking midfield running. No, that is one of the toughest jobs. And
Sergio
players who
Busquets,
can
basically.
do that. Yes.
Sergio
हमेशा
Busquets.
बस देखते रहते हैं. Just peripheral, 360-degree peripheral vision. So yeah, Elliot Anderson is very good, but I just don't know how he's going to do at City. Just purely looking at historical context of players like him who have come for big money.
Right. That's quite an interesting point.
Quite, yeah.
And but I mean, I don't know. City seem to be in quite a flux this season. I think a lot of their output will be dependent on, first of all, what kind of formation, what kind of play Maresca kind of takes with City, but also players like Phil Foden, who when he is in top form, he's the best number 10s in the league.
Yeah.
But otherwise he can simply just be a miss.
Just
Like
be another,
otherwise you won't
yeah,
even see
just
him in
another
the
player,
game.
yeah.
So and Maresca has publicly come out and said in his interviews that this season Phil Foden and Guardiola are going to have a very important role in the team. So it'll be interesting to see if Phil Foden really steps up to the actual hype that Guardiola had given for Phil Foden, that he was the best 18-year-old or 17-year-old that he had ever seen, because he'd seen Messi at 19. So stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
but on that, how like when managers move clubs, they obviously have a connect with certain players that have played for them at the previous club, and you move to a new club and you'll always be like, I want to contact this team because I want this player to come with me. There's always those sort of deals that happen. Now that Guardiola is just basically chilling, taking a vacation, taking a sabbatical, shouldn't Phil Foden also go on sabbatical with him? Just like Guardiola and Foden on the beaches of Greece, just like chilling.
I thought you were going to talk about Enzo Fernandez and Maresca.
But I'll tell you what, Enzo Fernandez, okay, I'm glad you brought that up, but Enzo Fernandez looks like it will not happen because apparently the deadline that Chelsea had set for Man City has passed.
It has. But I mean, do you think if City come tomorrow morning, 120 million on the table, do you think they're going to
12 घंटा late आया bro. The deadline has passed. I will not take the 120 million, even though my finances are rubbish right now and I need that money. I will not take it on the matter of principle.
Dude, the inflation is just crazy. Like any player is going for minimum 50 million now. Like, dude,
Yeah.
Barca are trying to sign Rodri for 55 million.
Yeah, because he's what, 29, 30 and
Honestly,
he's
dude,
in
I
last
read.
year of
Yeah,
contract.
fair. But like, I read
season.
that. I'm like, dude, you're talking about a what 4-5 time Premier League winner. 50,
Yeah.
60 is like starting, not even starting price. Like,
Yeah.
chalo, 70 at least. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to
And
be between 60 and 70 only.
hmm,
It won't be too
yeah.
high. And yeah.
Guys, in other news, I don't know if we should bring this up, but I've just seen this official. Liverpool ownership FSG has agreed to sell third of the club to consortium headed by Amit Bhatia and also Jeff Bezos.
Amazing.
So yeah, so I
Amazing.
think
Amazing.
पैसा आने वाला भी.
नहीं
I
नहीं,
guess.
तुम्हारे 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 लिवरपूल के मैच के बीच में हर 10 मिनट में ऐड प्ले होगा. That's what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, that's
They
also
will
gonna
stop
happen.
play.
And
They
they
will
want
stop
to
play for ad.
discard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna, and they're
ऐसा
gonna move Liverpool ka ye all red kuch, like they have their own like video channel where they show the training and all these
हाँ
preseason games. I think they're gonna
हाँ.
move it to Amazon now, obviously.
Amazing.
So that's
Amazing.
good.
Every time Isak scores a goal, he's going to show a QR code where you can scan
Yeah,
and buy the
scan.
Liverpool
Yeah,
jersey.
that's yes.
That's what's going to happen.
Pay
Do you think
extra.
Andoni Andoni Iraola will tell all his players to stop going for loo breaks and take a piss in a bottle while they're training because there's no time? Oh, very very interesting Amazon workspace comment. पता है ना तुम लोग को Amazon fucking fulfillment centers में workers
Yeah, I've
don't
heard of
get
this.
time to go to the
They don't
bathroom.
get time. They go to
Yeah.
Dude,
Any
I
other-
You
any
want
other-
one day delivery.
Yeah. you think when they the goal is missed, if somebody from Liverpool misses a goal, they're just like, listen, we tried to deliver but you were not available, so we will retry
Yeah,
delivery again
tomorrow.
in 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna happen again and again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I just don't know what to expect from my club by this season. Like, I have zero expectations. Like, it feels like I'm starting to watch football again. Like,
No, why? I mean, Liverpool have just signed Ronald Araujo. Liverpool are in for Barcola.
that's I always liked Araujo.
Liverpool got that Victor
little-
Munoz deal, and that was a hijack deal. He was going somewhere else, and
Yeah,
then
from
Liverpool just
Newcastle.
came in.
Dude,
Yeah,
Liverpool
paid the
just
release
hate
clause and
Newcastle at this point and vice
Yeah.
versa.
I mean, everybody hates Newcastle. Newcastle are very unlucky in terms of transfers. But coming back to Man City's dealings, reminding everybody that this is a Community Shield special.
Yes.
Liverpool is not playing the Community Shield. We don't care about Andoni Iraola or Ronald
Could I
Araujo
just ended
at
that
this moment.
sentence that Liverpool is not playing only. Bas.
नहीं नहीं, खेल तो रहा है. प्री सीजन तो देखा ना तूने, नितिन? खेल नहीं रहा है क्या? तो फिर
Leeds case, dude, back to back, bottled 2 games by leading 2-0. Great. Feel like no comments.
nice.
Yeah. But City's outgoings also, let's talk about. Tijani Reinders is about to go.
Where
James
is he
Trafford
going?
has gone to Leeds. Has he completed the transfer, Ronaq, or is he?
Reinders,
still-
no, he's not. The Here We Go still hasn't
Dude,
come,
I'm
but it's on the
I'm
final
surprised,
stages.
But
He's-
he is on his way out.
He
No, but
played like
imagine,
two
like, how does
seasons, no?
City do this, man? They are able
played
to
2
sell
seasons, no?
Reinders.
They're
One or two
selling.
seasons
Apparently, they're selling Reinders for a profit. They've sold James
Exactly.
Trafford for a profit.
for a profit.
They've
How
done
are
sweet
they
fuck
doing
all.
this?
It is because 115 charges पे 2-3 और charges लगाने पड़ेंगे.
117.
The answer
United
lies-
ने यूनाइटेड ने रैशफोर्ड को लोन किया, बारसा को बोला कि भाई तुमको खाली 26 मिलियन देने का है इन दिस फकिंग ट्रांसफर व्हाटएवर एरा.
Yeah.
And still Barca declined at the end of it. United were fucking surprised. United had completely counted Rashford off the books.
Yeah.
They're like, 26 million तो ठीक है, we are getting rid of Rashford and we're getting 26 million.
Yeah.
So 1 second, wait. I'm not. Rashford is still at United only now, no?
He's
back.
at United.
He's wearing the
He's
number 14. He's going to
Oh,
play
wow.
this
He's
season.
probably
that's
playing.
good.
He's playing. He's
Good
going
enough for
to
you guys.
probably.
I am happy, but I mean, it's if he
Rashi,
performs,
bro.
I'm happy. If he doesn't, then I'll be like, what the fuck?
Because this Rashi bro and all is fine, but he's also costing the club
Rashi.
325,000 pounds a week.
Oh, 350 now, that because we're in
Oh,
the
that's-
Oh
UCL.
right, 350. क्या उसका लॉयर जो है ना उसका कांटेक्ट लाओ भाई. उसका लॉयर अपन सबके
Wow.
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स को हैंडल करना चाहिए. क्या
Hey,
मस्त लॉयर
who's
उसका.
how many strikers are United? Sesko is your main striker, and you guys
And
don't have a
Zirkzee,
backup
that's it.
striker. Zirkzee. Oh
Zirkzee.
yeah, shit, Zirkzee. Wow.
But we are trying to
Zirkzee.
sell Zirkzee.
Yeah. But yes, Arsenal की
Zirkzee
बात करें
sounds
थोड़ी
like a-
as the other opponent in the Community
Let's talk
Shield.
about Arsenal, man.
I have a
because
hot
I'm-
take for this.
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, Saka is scoring a brace on Sunday.
That's not a hot take, dude. That is
Not a hot
that that is a very
Yeah, but-
mild take. That is
Okay.
not even a mild take. I think that is a jalebi take, Nathan. Like that, there is too much sweetness in
That's
that.
like
There is no
Arsenal
spice.
fanboy take. That's it.
Yeah. तू
But he's
पक्का
scoring.
लिवरपूल
He's-
सपोर्टर है ना? You're लिवरपूल
scoring
सपोर्टर होने
brace.
ना? तेरा
Kalina
लिवरपूल
Rangers,
बैच
bro.
के
थोड़ा ना, I think you have
कलिना
to go into
रेंजर्स
the stats to see कि last उसने brace कब मारा था.
हाँ यार वो भी है. मारेगा वो.
अच्छा,
I'm 100% sure Saka is scoring
I-
a brace.
I'm not counting that as a hot take. So if you have something hotter
Acha.
than that, please
Hotter
bring that
than
up.
that. Okay.
अभी immediately
ये
आने
थोड़ा
नहीं,
fact
immediate-
है.
देखो इसीलिए मैं
या-
कह रहा था कि प्रिपेयर करके आओ भाई लोग.
हालांड एंड गेब्रियल का एक लफड़ा होने वाला है. That's again given only.
अरे यार तूने कभी लाइफ में मिर्ची खाई है क्या नितिन? तेरे को पता है क्या हॉट टेक क्या होता है? अच्छा anyway,
Hot take
while-
is like Arteta is going to slap Maresca. That's a hot take.
yeah, that's a very hot take. But I'm saying
That would be
while
a killer
Nathan
start to the season, bro.
while
love
while
this
Nathan while Nathan thinks about what his hot take is going to be, let's talk about Arsenal's chances. What do we think about Arsenal's chances this season, especially considering the movements they've made in the transfer market? Bruno Guimaraes.
They absolutely
coming.
have to be favorites, man. They absolutely have to be favorites just on paper. I feel they're definitely favorites. They have a squad that obviously won last year.
Yeah.
Now they have the same squad who's already won. Now they have experience, and then
Yeah.
they've added, Bruno Guimaraes to that midfield, which I think is a solid freaking buy.
Yeah.
And how there's so many times where we see Declan Rice and Zubimendi is just non-existent. He's a good holding midfielder, but at times he's non-existent. When
Yeah.
you need him to kind of maybe take charge when they're drawing or losing or whatever.
Yeah.
So in that space, Bruno Guimaraes is going to be an absolute joy for them. And
Yeah.
people are sleeping on the left winger that they've bought. That Zolis or Solis or something like that his name is.
Solis.
That guy is, I mean, at least the videos that I've seen of him is an absolute lightning bolt.
Yeah.
He has had double-digit assists and goals. I'm just blanking on where he came from, but he's a very interesting winger. And Arsenal needed that. They don't have a left winger. They've sold Trossard. Martinelli's looking like he's on his way
He's
out.
on his way out. Yeah.
So they are still interested in yet another left winger. And if they end up doing something like that, it'll be ridiculous.
But remind me, because I've been away from football for a while. What was Arsenal's left wing? Because I know Trossard used to play there, but Trossard was not a starter. I know that Martinelli used to play there, but Martinelli is also not really a starter. So
Yeah,
you
just
have
put
Saka
him
on the
there.
right, but you had Saka on the right. Who played on the left for Arsenal? Who was the
Just these
starting
two.
left winger?
People underestimate how influential Trossard was for
Oh, yeah, dude.
Arteta. People really underestimate it because he was either he was
Clutch.
starting games or he was clutch off the bench.
Yeah.
They would give 50 minutes to Martinelli to just run to the defenders, and then Trossard would come in with his technical ability and then really run circles around the midfield. And he's such a tricky player. You don't know if he's going on the wing, you don't know if he's coming inside. He'll just keep floating, and suddenly he'll be at the end of a shot,
Yeah.
and he's got you. So he was really critical for Arteta, and he's such a intelligent winger. So I'm sure Arteta will miss someone like Trossard who can unlock defenses in a very tricky way of his
Yeah.
own.
Yeah. I mean, if any Arsenal fans are watching, do let us know in the comments about what you think about the left wing situation. Because even on the left side, Miles Lewis Kelly, who can play centre mid but also can play left back. So
Left back.
somewhere on the left wing, he is also rumored to move to Manchester United. Although I don't know if that is going to end up happening or not.
What?
There were some inquiries
be
that
a
were
great
made,
bargain,
and
bro.
then I think Arsenal decided not to part ways with him. But yeah, that left side does look a little skinny, right? Like even with
Yeah.
Solis's inclusion in the squad now, it doesn't seem like that's a very robust left side.
Yeah,
Uh,
100%. They need someone else, and that's why they're looking to offload Martinelli for I think 45 or 50 million,
hmm.
and that'll be enough money for them to go ahead and put some more. And then if they were in for Barcola, like they've inquired about Barcola also. So if Liverpool really don't kind of wrap that deal up, I can really see Arsenal kind of
Hmm.
slithering their way in for him.
Yeah, but isn't it amazing how a Premier League victory to a club that has not won the Premier League in very long, how it suddenly changes the attitude. It's like when you travel first class for the first time. है ना बिजनेस क्लास या फर्स्ट क्लास व्हेन यू ट्रैवल बिजनेस क्लास फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम यू आर जस्ट लाइक अच्छा मतलब हॉट टॉवल भी यूज दे दो ना यार मैं यूज करेगा अच्छा जूस दे दो मैं पी लूंगा अच्छा कोकोनट भी है वो भी ले लो मेन्यू पे क्या है सब सब ले
Just
आओ भाई
give, bro.
सब ले आओ
Just give everything.
ऐसा अच्छा सनग्लासेस में उतार सकता हूँ क्या प्लेन में ओके ठीक है मैं अभी उतारता हूँ मेरे को लगा कि बिजनेस में सब लोग ऐसे ही बैठते हैं so it's
But
like
फिर
Arsenal have won the league and they're like who can we get now Vinicius Junior let's try
हाँ,
and
but
get
वो
winning
Wow.
that was
Winnie
never
J.
going to happen. I would have put anything on it.
I
That was
read
not
that
gonna
now. I
happen.
facepalm myself immediately. I'm like, no, wow, this
dude
is
I
just
think when this news came out not just you Vinny Junior also facepalmed himself and then
he
did
got
this
a face. He got a face. What is it called? He did now some surgery or
Now,
something.
now
yeah.
he's not Vinicius. He's Chinicius.
Vinicius. But yeah, like that was never going to happen, Arsenal. Like I'm glad that you tried, but realistically, वो नहीं होने वाला था because Vinny just looked at this interest from you
Chinny.
guys. Chinny, sorry, my bad. Chinicius just looked at this interest from you guys and he went straight to Florentino Perez and said, "Daddy, new deal, please. Give me
Brother.
more money." And they gave also.
Oh,
So,
man.
he's nicely taken Arsenal for a ride and gotten a better payday from Real Madrid from you.
Absolutely, man.
So, yeah.
He was never going to come to Arsenal.
I mean,
I
Yeah,
yeah,
the move to
I don't
Arsenal,
think so.
his career would have been finishes.
But it's going to be interesting to see how Vinicius Junior and Jose Mourinho get along because, of course, the
Yeah.
last racist saga that happened with Vinny was against Jose Mourinho's Benfica, where Mourinho defended his player and said that, yeah, but realistically, Vinny तो ऐसा ही है ना, वो तो ऐसा करते रहता है. And I was like, that's not the thing you need to say, bro. Like, come on, Jose.
I'm so
Anyway,
excited for this coming El Clasico also. Like,
yeah.
too good. मजा आने वाला है. Hansi Flick versus Mourinho. Great. Killer.
Yeah. But yes, Arsenal. So, do we think, like, you're saying, Ronaq, that they have to be considered favorites? But
Have to be considered favorites.
Yeah,
but I don't
have
think
to.
they're going to win it.
do you think they're going to win
I
it?
think
You
they
don't
are
I
think
don't think they're going to win it.
Why is that?
Because even I mean, I will still argue that even last year, it's the referees that kind of handed them the title. It wasn't
Really?
theirs. Yeah, so much so, man. So many decisions. It is unreal how many decisions favored them.
Then
How
who do you
much
think is going to
haram
win the
ball
league
they
this year?
have played, how many corners, how many wrestling matches they've played in the corner
Oh, yeah,
boxes, how many
Oh, I
handballs have
remember
not
that
been
West Ham
given.
match, bro. Like just
It's
in May or
ridiculous.
something.
So I mean,
I was so
I mean,
sad, bro.
I don't think Arsenal can. First of all, even last year I was saying that those tactics are going to be reviewed over the summer and will not be in play this year
Hmm.
because it was out in the open and everyone could see it. And for whatever reason, last year it came to pass, but I don't think it's going to happen again this season. So they're going to have to find some new tactics.
They're going to have to find some new referees to manage. And that's
Hmm.
going to be the thing. When it comes to the head-to-head between Arsenal and Man City, though, just keeping the Community Shield angle in mind, I think it's still going to be a Arsenal victory. Arsenal are going to lift the Community.
Yeah, easy. 2-1.
Whether
or
Saka
3.
scores the brace or not, we don't know.
No,
But
I don't think
Hmm.
so because the Arsenal's whole foundation was Saliba and
Gabriel.
Gabriel at the back, and now Saliba's not there. Saliba's injured, and all the
Mosquera
replacements they
खेलेगा ना
have
उधर.
are is exactly it's just Mosquera. Or
Hmm.
maybe you play Ben White in center back
Yeah,
if
Ben
Timber
White. I
is
forgot about
back
him.
out to play right back. I know it's just a whole it's Arteta's choice, but I don't think they're gonna have the same solidity that someone like Saliba obviously provides. And I don't think they're going to go with two left-footed centre backs either in Gabriel and maybe Calafiori or someone. So they're going to have to play Mosquera. And I think Haaland, if Haaland plays, because I don't even know if he's back in training because he's
He
not been
must be
playing.
extended break, no?
Exactly.
Hmm.
So I don't know if Haaland's going to play in the coming Community Shield. But I still think City could give Arsenal a run for the money. And Arsenal, just by the way, they've not kept a single clean sheet. I know
Yeah.
it's only preseason and it
This could
doesn't
maybe
really
go into
matter.
penalties also.
Sorry.
Could go into penalties. Never know.
Yeah, it can go into penalties, but yeah. I just think they'll have to
Interesting.
really work some new tactics in because I really hope, man, that the same fuck all wrestling the defenders and the keepers down to the ground. Like, the World Cup was very clean because they just
Yeah.
the corner would be
It's
immediately
clean.
retaken
Yeah.
or given away. The corner
Yeah.
would be given away as a goal kick if the foul was happening before the corner is taken.
Yeah.
So short that needs to be kind of
I
implemented here
but
as well.
but I think that is going to be implemented. No, that I if I remember correctly, I read somewhere that the Premier League is also going to introduce that rule starting this season.
होना ही चाहिए. I'm not sure अगर हो रहा है या नहीं, but होना ही चाहिए.
आर्टेटा को काफी टैक्टिक चेंज करने की जरूरत पड़ने वाली है.
Hmm.
नेतन, हैव यू
Hey,
थॉट ऑफ हॉट टेक येट?
hot take तो नहीं no यार. I can't.
I तो gave mine.
थोड़ा.
Referees ने आर्सेनल को टाइटल दिया था.
अरे पर वो भी इतना हॉट नहीं है. वो तो हकीकत है. दैट इज फैक्ट. एनीवे, बट यू वर सेइंग समथिंग, नितिन. आई कट यू ऑफ.
Ah, कुछ. I mean, I feel like it's not a hot take again, but it's just more of a fact. Ki like all the clubs are going to be chasing Arsenal, and like how Arsenal were chasing City cup 2 seasons ago. Now it's the opposite. The City is going to chase Arsenal. United, Liverpool, Chelsea, all these teams are going to chase Arsenal. वो थोड़ा
But you're talking
रहेगा.
about this season, or you're talking about like for the
This
next
coming
few
season.
seasons?
This coming
I
season
don't think
and
so much.
for 1 second.
Like, one interesting thing for the upcoming season is Spurs because it's really.
Oh yeah.
I mean, their transfers are not going under the radar, but
Yeah.
Spurs is not a name people are having a conversation about when we're talking about the coming Premier League season, and I think they're going into the Champions League next year.
I mean, it'd be
They
so nice to
have
see, honestly.
they have no Europe.
Yeah.
They have a stacked squad now.
Yeah.
They have put Pedro Porro and Mickey Van de Ven down to long-term contracts.
Yeah.
The whole and they've got Roberto
Left
De
side
Zerbi,
is-
obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the main thing.
They are
Left back is good.
they know they're down for business now. It is literally just going to be about the 17th place last
Finding
two
their
seasons. This
feet.
is going to be it.
Yeah.
They're going right for the top now. I
Europe-
don't know if they'll win
they're getting
because
Europe
they're still
football.
Spurs, but they're getting Europe football 100%.
European
But I
football,
feel like
100%, yeah.
the problem with Spurs though is I'm still not convinced about their attacking options. Like after Harry Kane, and of course Harry Kane has big shoes to fill. But after Harry Kane, they haven't really had that sort of a player, or even close to that sort of a player, who can be that talismanic forward player for them, right? Like
I
Dominic
agree.
Solanke is not that player.
No,
He's a good
100%.
player. He can get you goals, but he's not going to be the main man to get you goals. He'll always
Yeah.
be a sideshow,
Hmm.
right? So
Hmm.
I don't know if they have the firepower because one of their best players, Dejan Kulusevski, he's been injured for fuck knows how long.
Yeah.
Right. James Madison is constantly injured as well, who's a major creative outlet for them. The players that they got in last season, Randall Colomani was in for a loan last season. He
Yeah.
didn't really do much. Xavi Simons didn't really
No,
do much.
they have Xavi Simmons in attack. They have Richarlison. They have Dom Solanke. They have Matthias Tell from who
Yeah,
they'd
but again,
gone
Matthias
from
Tell and
Bayern.
Richarlison also क्या उखाड़ा है यार? Like Richarlison
नहीं, कुछ
also.
नहीं, but- and
Richarlison's
Kudus.
only thing is no, but Richarlison's only thing is he will celebrate a goal and it will be chalked off by VAR. Like that's the only thing. वो 90th minute में equalizer score करेगा, t-shirt उतारेगा और फिर VAR बोलेगा कि fuck you नहीं है goal. Like that's his only contribution.
But
He's
they
the
are
kind of
still
player
not
where
completely done.
he's the kind of player who has made fans not believe in goals anymore. Like usually when your team player scores, you leap with joy. When Richarlison scores, Spurs fans are like, oh shit, gaan lage. Right? Like he is the harbinger of darkness in that team. So he's not that talismanic player. All of these players that you mentioned, Matthias Tell, Richarlison, all of these players, Dominic Solanke, are add-on strikers. They are the 60th minute के बाद आएंगे, थोड़ा they'll cause some trouble and they might get a goal when you need it. But they're not the people who you will depend on to get the goals.
I agree to a certain extent.
Mohamed Kudus is Spurs only, no?
Mohamed Kudus is Spurs, a fantastic player, but again, he's not really done that well if you think about it, because he's not played that much. He's also been injured, which is a larger issue with Spurs, I feel. They have too many injuries, and they've had too many injuries under too many managers. So it's not an Ange Postecoglou problem. It is not an Antonio Conte problem. It is a Spurs problem. There is something wrong with that team where unka medical department is just unable to diagnose injuries properly and treat them properly, because they are just getting injured left, right, and center, or they just love to buy injury-prone players. It's one of the two or both.
I mean, talking about this summer transfer window, it's been brilliant. Sandro Tonali for 100, Matthias Fernandes for 85, Van Heck in defense to partner, Van de Ven. They've also got Senesi. They've got Andy Robertson on left back as well.
Left back.
Yeah.
And they might get Gakpo now.
Yeah, they're either going for a Gakpo or Savinho if they're able to get one of those deals done.
Correct. So now, but therein lies my point again, right? Like these are all fantastic transfers, but these are all robust defensive transfers. Sandro Tonali, box to box midfielder. He'll get you a goal, but he's not really known for the goals. He's not going to be the guy who will get you a certain number of goals in a season. Same with Matheus Fernandes. Both are there to really strengthen that midfield, which they needed. Fair enough. Good buys. Senesi in defense is great. Robertson, great experienced head at the back. He will raise the standards of that dressing room for fucking sure.
Easy.
With all his experience at Liverpool. So great transfer, especially because he's come on a free. So great transfer. Van Hecke is also a great transfer. Also, De Zerbi has prior experience with Van Hecke from Brighton as well.
Brighton.
So it's a good fit. But who's getting them the goals?
Yeah.
You're talking about Savinho. Okay, Savinho's again a Mohamed Kudus type player. He's a wide player.
Dedicated goal scorer.
Cody Gakpo can't be your guy.
Yeah, we'll just have to see how De Zerbi is able to get the best out of the striking options that he has, which is obviously Richarlison and Dom Solanke.
Yeah, but they need a proper striker. They needed an Alexander Isak.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not going to get now anymore.
Now they're not going to get. But from Newcastle, if Spurs would have bid for Isak, and if it played out in a way where Isak actually went to Spurs and not Liverpool, I feel like that would have just been the perfect. It would have been the correct stepping stone
for Spurs.
Yeah, or Spurs need a Lukaku from 3 years ago, 4 years ago. They need somebody like that. They need somebody who's just a fucking flat track bully who will go and get you the goals. Fuck it, get you the goals against the shittier opposition.
But still get the goals.
Get the goals. Get the points where you can. That's your 17th 2 seasons in a row, bro. Like the only way from here is up. You have to, but you have to make that effort. You have to figure out how you're going to fucking get the goal. Spurs ka mera, I think that is my concern with them. But
fair points. They don't have a really good goal scorer, but I think they have a good team. Let's see if they can make enough chances for them goal scorers to maybe knock in 1 or 2.
Yeah. I mean, see, I do not think that they're going to finish in the bottom half of the table this season
absolutely
for
not.
sure. Because under
Yeah.
like De Zerbi seems like he's sorted. The fact that he saved them from relegation last season after coming in very very late on in the season has given the dressing room a little bit of belief in this manager, regardless of how
100%.
combustible the manager is and has been at Brighton and at where was he after
Marseille?
that? Marseille.
Marseille?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marseille.
but he can do a job there. Let's talk about the Premier League in general, though, because this is of course a curtain raiser podcast as well. We have 10 minutes remaining before we wrap up this live stream. So just in general for the Premier League, Nathan, what do you think is going to be uh, a surprising element of this season's Premier League? Let's put it that way. शायद वहां से तेरा hot take आ
Surprising
जाए.
element. Ooh. I think United could they could take the
मत बोल,
United will be in a tight
मत बोल,
race.
मत बोल. पर्वती मत लगा.
I actually no seriously, like everyone's ruling them out. I feel United could go all the way till maybe April, and then maybe things could go south. But like I think I'm not
अच्छा, but you're
ruling
saying
United.
that things will go south.
I don't know,
वो
but
तो
I
बोल रहा
feel
है.
like they United are gonna compete for top two. They might even win the league. मेरे हिसाब से.
अरे
Because the thing is,
यार.
everyone's. I hope not just think. I also like this could be Bruno's last season. So I have a feeling that that entire midfield, Bruno,
That
everyone's
is
gonna give
quite
it
true.
their
This
best.
could very well be Bruno's last season.
Yeah.
So like it's gonna be go die for them. And like, I
See,
think
I,
because
I
of
think
this,
it's
the dressing
ridiculous for
room.
anyone to say that United is going to win the league. I don't
Yeah.
think they're anywhere close to it.
At
but
top three
but
for
on
sure. At which exact position I don't know, but United finishing top three. You heard it
but
here
I tell you
first,
what,
guys.
I tell you what though, I feel like there is some merit in this chat because look at the state of the team right now, right? Like every team is in a state of transition right now. Man City are in a state of transition, right? Spurs are in a state of transition. Chelsea are consistently in a state of transition.
In a transition, Chelsea are a transition.
They are a transition only. Arsenal have just won the league. I feel like just because of everything else that's happening with all the other teams is why Arsenal should be considered favorites, not for
Yeah,
much more else. But I feel like like you're right. The field is open for a team like United to try and
No, but
there you
capitalize.
like
go.
I feel
See, United's biggest problem will be.
I just feel United need to buy players, and I know they will buy a
हो
couple
जाएगा,
players. There's
one
still
or
two
two
or three
players
more
are signing.
signings they will be signing. Probably a left back, probably another midfielder. We'll see what kind of opportunities are there. If Zirkzee kind of finds his way into Italy, then we get a backup striker for Sesko. Who knows who that might be?
Dude, if this
So
Miles Lewis Kelly deal goes through now, dude, that's like gonna be a bargain for United if that deal
I
goes
don't
through.
think there's even club to club talks that
Unlikely,
have happened. It's just
unlikely,
conjecture.
but like I've heard other United creators also sort of say something like that. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Oh yeah, United's biggest problem is always gonna be not the top six, not the big six, nothing. It's gonna be like the away matches, the West Ham, Brightons, Southampton, not Southampton, but
And those
like
have always been a
Newcastle.
problem.
Yeah, so it's this season also. Those are gonna be tricky because I don't know. I just have this feeling like with Carrick now in charge, he's gonna continue the what do you say, the spree of winning against big clubs.
That'll
मेरे
be
ख्याल से.
cool.
But I feel like that underdog mentality that has
But
now
you'll
suddenly
need,
crept into
I
United
think,
has worked out for them. It is like you said, it is the mid table and lower table opposition that we find it tough
hey, we'll clip
to beat.
this. Huh? We'll clip this where I said United are winning the league, and after 9 months, let's see what happens. Huh?
Let's see what happens. Yeah,
Yeah,
chalo.
we'll see.
But yes, all right. I think we can start wrapping up this week's edition of the Conflag because I think we've got everything down. It has been so much fun to get back to this. We've been away from this for too long, and
Yeah.
मजा तो है.
I've just
करते हैं
read
ना,
a comment.
करते हैं
But
थोड़ा regularly. You've just read a comment by
yes, by Humphrey. It goes, Nathan has better touch than Noni Madueke.
What?
Hey, that is true.
But what touch is he talking about, Nathan? Why have you? Why does
That's
Humphrey know
us.
about Nathan's touch?
Yeah, why you look at me touch things?
Yeah.
Or Yeah. Why? Humphrey, we need answers, bro.
Acha, even Nathan's leaning into it. Okay.
Yeah. Good. It's always a good idea to lean into things. When you lean into
Yeah.
things, you can touch them very
Yes.
well. Uh, so I think on that note,
On that
that's a
note.
good time. It's a good point too. And thank you so much everybody for tuning in and for listening and for watching the Conflag on all your favorite podcast platforms. Or on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere. We are at our homes. You can come home, see us talk at home as well
Yes.
if you want. We'll give you chai, I guess. Don't
Yeah.
come home. It's not nice.
Yeah,
But
actually.
yes, we will be back on Monday to talk about the result of the Community Shield. We'll see if Saka has indeed scored a brace or not. We'll see if Maresca has decided to show that he can be as good of a bald fraud as the bald fraud before
Hmm.
him. And we'll come to you with all the answers then. So until then, it is goodbye from us. So say bye, Ronaq.
Bye bye, guys.
Say bye, Nathan.
See you guys very
And it's
soon.
bye from me.